welcome back to the GSL Up and Downs. Kaldor, as usual, has the stats.
Yes, exactly, I do. Right now, everything is still possible. Well, everything except Sparta advancing to Godes. He's out. But we could have, maybe after the next 3 games, we already know who's going to advance. Finale has to face the Terminator. If he wins, he is in Godes. And if then MC is able to win, then MC would advance as well. No matter how the rest of the games
he
is
plays
going to
against
end.
Happy, the only player who has enough wins to be able to tie with him.
Exactly.
Does that also mean that if Happy wins, he will advance?
No, what? If Happy wins? No. Not necessarily. Happy has a game against Hard. We could have so many scenarios. I went through most of them, not through all of them, but we could also have a scenario in which, for example, Finale is tied with Terminator and MC, and would be, because of the 3-way tie, would drop out, whereas Terminator and MC advance.
Ah, okay.
We could also have a 4-way tie. A 4-way tie between Hard, Happy, actually not between, yeah, we could have a 4-way tie. We could have the craziest situations ever. It all depends on the next set of matches. If Terminator, for example, loses now, he will be out. Then Finale will advance to Godes, then everything could be, it could be a very short day, but it could be a very, very long day. Not only the 15 matches that we have in the regular lineup, but also additional games, because all kinds of crazy, crazy tie situations are possible at this point. It's really a little bit insane.
There's a lot going on here. There's a lot on the line. The last 2 Godes spots, but there are 2 clear two leaders here, I feel, with Finale and MC.
The reason why if Happy wins against MC in the 3rd set, he would not automatically go to Godes is because the people he would tie with. He has to play Hard later on, and if Hard wins against Happy and wins his game in this set against Sparta, both of the Terran players would be on 3 games, 2 losses. Finale, of course, always assuming that Finale wins right now and takes the Godes seat. So they would tie for the 2nd spot, but because of the last game of the day in this scenario, where Hard would have defeated Happy, Hard would advance and not Happy.
Okay.
So, yeah. So the only player, or the 2 players that could advance right now are Finale and MC, depending on the scores. We are gonna find out who's it gonna be very soon. Terminator against Finale is our first game in this set. It's on Abyssal City. It's a Protoss versus Protoss match. And yes, Finale has it in his own hands. He could still end up in Code A, but if he takes this game, he will advance. He will be in Godes. Let's find out if he's able to pull it off. The GSL Up and Downs, Group E, Cullen Wolf. The right side of Abyssal City starts. I always want to say his name, but I can't take it away from Street Fighter voice. Okay. The Caspath 8 player, he's a Protoss, and he's called
Ace Team Terminator.
Now you can say it.
No, I'm too shy now.
He looks a little bit tired.
Wait for it. So far against Protoss, he's been playing really good. To the left side, we have his opponent. This is the one player who could go to Godes now. He starts for MVP. It is
MVP Finale.
Do you know what we talked about earlier? I guess I have to take the blame for that. How I talked about how I'm a little bit surprised that the Protoss players are doing so well against the Terrans, given that the Terran players have to play much more games against Protoss and therefore should have been prepared a little bit more. Well, I did that, and in my brain, for some reason, I thought it was a 5-player group. It's actually a 6-player group, so the same is true for the Protoss players. They have to play way more against Terran than they do have to play the mirror match, so I guess that made my point completely obsolete.
Yes.
Yeah, someone pointed it out to me on Twitter, and I thought about it for a second. I'm like, oh my god, I am so dumb.
Well, don't feel dumb. Just feel like you made a mistake. You and I have been casting a lot of games, a lot of different different groups and different numbers of players in them.
Yeah, it sometimes just confuses me a little bit that the number of players in the up-down groups are not consistent. I know it's the same every season, that you have these 6-player and 5-player groups, but sometimes it's a little bit confusing. I don't really pay too much attention to it.
Would you rather be in a 5-player group or a 6-person group? That's a good question. Well, if you're in a 6-player group, you have the ability to take more wins, but then it also means that you have the ability to lose more as well if you're not good at playing against more different types of players.
I mean, it always depends on exactly what kind of group you're in. If you tell me that the level of skill of all the players in both group types would be the same, I would of course pick the 5-player group.
Yeah, okay.
And of course in the 5-player group you are more likely that you have to prepare for only 2 matchups instead for 3. I mean, it's a little bit weird to say that when we are facing a 6-player group that has only Protoss and Terran in it. But yeah, in a 5-player group, it's much more likely that you end up only preparing for 2 matches, for 2 matchups.
Yep, that's true.
Sentry here for Finale, going for a bit more of a defensive build, whereas Terminator so far has started with Stalker number 2.
Yeah, double Stalker with only 1 gateway. See what his plan is next. We had the 2-2 build here for Finale, so to get his Nexus up really fast. This is a very, very risky expansion build with only 1 gateway, no double sentry production, and Terminators at
the Twilight Council and additional gates.
Yeah, he's going to go up to 3 here. Boom.
There we go. 3 gates and the Twilight Council. Question, of course, also how he's going to play it. Earlier on, he used exactly the opposite strategy in order to win against MC. Now, on the other hand, he's the aggressor. He doesn't want to defend this time. He's like, nope. Completely fine. I will be the aggressive player.
With only 3 gateways instead of 4, though, he's a little bit different from MC. Will he add his own robo? That's the question. I don't think he will.
The timing is passive.
Yeah.
If you want to say the timing attack and the robotics at this point would be quite late. If he really wants to, he has to drop it now.
I think he's not doing that. It's too late, and he's also already put the forward pylon down. Oh, this Finale probe does not see the pylon. He gets away, though.
So the big question is, Finale strong against Terran? Is he as strong against Protoss? Can he win the mirror match? Can he claim his spot in Code S? He has it in his own hands. This is one of the advantages that he has over all the other players in the group. Even MC depends a bit on the outcome of Finale, because if Terminator wins here, then MC could still tie with Terminator, which would be really, really bad for him, since he lost the direct comparison.
Yeah.
And now Immortal number 1 is being built. Terminator is moving out here.
This is a very scary push. He's got his pylon in a sneaky spot. He will be able to catch this first Zealot for free. Just going to run past it like it doesn't matter. Yeah, the probes are immediately pulled out. Finale with a brilliant choice here. Look at that.
What a clutch force field.
I mean, oh my god.
He even force fields his own probes out. He's like, sorry guys, but if you are too late to the party, then it's over. Now he needs to save his Nexus though. And it currently looks like he won't be able to if... No. He's gonna die. He doesn't even try.
There's a forward pylon here for Finale that's gonna allow him to harass here, and if Terminator warps into another round of units, he's not gonna be able to defend at home. He's actually supply blocked right now. He can't warp in until he loses probes.
Oh,
that's the irony of this.
Yeah, he has to lose probes in order to be able to build new ones, to build units, new probes, whatever. And he has no mining going on, and there is an attack on the pylon. Finale is playing this quite smart. A lot of mining time lost for Terminator, but this still doesn't mean that he's going to lose the game.
Yep. And the more Zealot warpins here, actually, I don't know if he's going to have enough units.
The Sentry is not at the choke.
I don't know why he's attacking that pylon. He's not microing his units too well, but this is actually looking really bad for Terminator. Finale is doing so much damage here, he's losing so much mining time. And he's going to kill more probes here. Look at that positioning, even with the force field.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. Terminator can't really warp anything in right now. He doesn't have the resources. In fact, he doesn't have the gas. He's just trying to mine enough minerals to get additional zealots.
Yeah, he's not mining any gas right now. Uh-oh, these units! Is he really going to try to break down like this? This is so risky, but the force fields are good.
Force fields are really good. And now, let's have a look at the harvester count. 20 to 30. Finale is 10 harvester supply ahead of his opponent.
Look at this. He's fighting 3 Zealots versus 1. I don't know if he should actually commit with these Zealots, but his micro is so good. This time he does not neglect his micro. He's damaging these Zealots.
His micro is really good at this point, but still there are too many units for Terminator. He defends his base, but he moves back now. So Finale can drop his Nexus again if he wants to. He's going for the counter blink.
Exactly. He could just alternately get that counter blink and kill Terminator with the immortal count he has, because Terminator does not have a single immortal. In fact, in his main base, he does not have any. He hasn't made made any robotics units.
The thing is, as long as Terminator doesn't get his own expansion, it will be really hard for Finale to do damage, because Terminator can just fall back into his main base, can start force fielding. He has his own sentries up. Finale is getting blinked now. Terminator will have the expansion.
Yeah, Finale
like
just pulls back. Yeah, you're right. He had the probe position. He still does. He wants these units instead. Oh, if he actually baits him in here... Nah, he realizes.
Yeah,
He's got the Observer.
The Observer sees what's going on. That would have been his downfall. That would have been the last blink of these Stalkers.
And right now, Finale is just making more Stalkers. He has cut Immortal production for a little bit, and he does not have enough Chrono Energy. Now he does to get that last Chrono.
The Harvester count is, by the way, identical now. Terminator was able to catch up here. Finale concentrating on his tech and on his army.
Yeah, and Terminator is starting to get his own Immortal out. He's going to have his first one now, but it's going to be 3v1. He's trying to find the Observer.
In a straight-up fight, Finale is going to win now, of course. He has too many Immortals for Terminator to take such a fight. But what Terminator tries to do is to sneak past his opponent's army and then attack. He could actually blink down.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't know. He does not know where the rest is, but he could blink down.
Oh, he doesn't pay attention. He loses the Observer.
And he
now
blinks
he can blink in. And now he can actually chase. He knows there's no potential of a counterattack. He also expands behind this, and we're going to see more blink chases here.
Yeah, he chases him back. Really well done so far by Finale. He wants to be aggressive. Finale drops his own Nexus while he moves out with his army. He also gets the pylon on the low ground. With Vision, he could just jump up and warp on the high ground.
That was a close call. Uh-oh, this is not good for Terminator. He could get locked out here. Good force fields by Terminator, though, and it's actually going to trap some sentries and Stalkers at the front.
Yeah, both of them losing sentries right now. The force fields here are decent. Still a bit of a supply lead for Terminator. And at the bottom, we have a warp in on the high ground with Zealots. He's trying to get into the mineral line. Well done. That's awesome for Finale now.
Yeah. And remember, the big difference here is that Finale has a Nexus going up. He's going to trap this Immortal as well. The other Immortal of Terminator is not able to fight. The Zealots are killing probes. Oh, Finale is just playing this matchup so well right now.
This is actually ingenious. He killed more and more Harvesters. He killed 15 probes already, and he still warps Zealots onto the high ground.
Terminator attacked his own Nexus for a while there. Now Finale is going to have to get out. In fact, he may lose these Immortals. This is a bit of a problem. He needs to just turn around and fight.
Especially with a blink.
Yeah, he needs to just turn around and fight with those. If he continues to run away like this, he's just going to lose them. Now he does.
Yeah, now he does, and he kills 2 additional Stalkers. That was important. He was about to lose those Immortals either way. The Harvester count is now 15 to 35.
Yep. And he's
still
just going to kill more. Yep.
He's still killing probes. Another one. Boom. Bye-bye.
And Finale has his Nexus up now. He's got double saturation. All he needs to do is get a few more Immortals out. Is he going to lose that sentry? That was close.
That was way too close. The only thing that Finale has to do now is to make sure that he has a defense set up. He is so far ahead. He has the expansion. Terminator doesn't even have an Nexus, the second one. And this Harvester count is way too low.
Yeah. Finale lost a lot more units because of that engagement where he did not turn his Immortals around, and he lost so much on his retreat path, but it was well worth the engagements that he took on the Zealot Warpins that he got. Finale just playing the smarter game here, I would say. Terminator with some really nice decisions and good micro, but Finale's choices were the better ones. Now all he needs to do is utilize forces here. He knows his opponent doesn't have Colossi. If he has force fields on both sides here, he's just going to be able to hold. And here we go, the battle begins. Another Immortal joins the mix. Terminator has to wait for his Zealots to get in here.
Yeah, but Finale can just fall back. He has the income that allows him to warp additional units in on a continuous level.
That was a bad blink, I feel, because now he's going to lose 3 Stalkers. His Zealots are coming into a choke point. He cannot engage like this. His Stalkers are not able to fight. The Immortal is dancing in the back like a crab.
Even probes are pulled, but this game is going to end in favor of Finale. Terminator just does not have it. Finale is pushing through.
GG. MVP Finale is in Code S. He will take the first 4-0 of this Up and Downs for the season. Well done.
Sparta and Terminator are out, and Finale is in Code S. Well done, well played.
So we are going to have the next match could decide everything. If MC wins it, he will also join Finale. We'll have 2 Protosses.
Hold your horses, son. Next
right.
match is going to be hard against Sparta.
Ah, that's right. Okay.
Yep, hard against Sparta. But this also could bury Hart's chances of getting into Code S. If Hart loses here in the Terran versus Terran match, then he's out. Then Sparta and Hart are both out. which would basically just mean the same thing. Whoever wins between MC and Happy is going to advance. If Hard loses now, the outcome of MC Happy is gonna determine who's going Code S. If Hard wins and MC wins, then MC is in Code S. If Hard wins and Happy wins, then they still have to play the next match.
Okay. Thank you, Professor Caldor. No problem. I want to call you like, I want to combine Caldor and Calculator in a way, but I don't think I can do that. It's like the Calculator.
Calculator?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't work either, does it?
Caldorculator? I don't know.
It's still the calculator, I feel. It's just written different.
It's like, yeah, it's just KH
Yeah,
calculator.
exactly.
Okay, calculator, yeah. That's how it is. I like that.
Alright, Terran versus Terran on Antigua Shipyard. We're gonna go through how the group works in just a few seconds again as soon as the map has loaded, guys, because I feel that we are gonna be interrupted. The map has loaded already. We're waiting for the Korean commentators to jump into the game. The players are ready and already playing. This is the GSL Up and Downs Group E. Alan Wolf.